noticed how differently people revise? Some people love colour-coded notes and diagrams. Some people need to say everything out loud. Some people will happily rewrite their notes 3 times. And some people just cannot sit still and need to move while they learn. And that's because there isn't just one way to learn. There are actually 4 main learning styles: visual, auditory, reading and writing, and kinesthetic. And as I talk through them, I want you to be thinking, which one sounds most like me? You might even find that you're a mix of a couple, and that is completely normal. Now, if you're a visual learner, you learn best by seeing things. You might like mind maps, diagrams, timelines, videos, or using colour to organise information. Seeing it laid out helps it make sense in your head. If you're an auditory learner, you learn best by hearing. You might remember things better if you talk them through, listen to revision videos or podcasts, or explain something out loud to someone else, even if that someone else is technically just your bedroom wall. Now, if you're a reading and writing learner, you learn best through words. Making revision cards, rewriting notes, practicing exam questions, and reading textbooks might actually help things stick for you. And then finally, if you're a kinesthetic learner, you learn best by doing. Sitting still for ages can be really hard, and you might learn better by moving around, using objects, acting things out, or pacing while revising, or breaking revision into short, active bursts. Now, here's the important bit. None of these are better than the others. You see, whenever I had to revise, I had to do it in short bursts. It felt less overwhelming to tell myself, just do 10 minutes and see what happens, rather than I'm going to revise for like 2 hours. Telling myself to just do 10 minutes often meant I got over the hump of starting and actually carried on. I was also someone where novelty really helped me, using colours or photographs or silly songs. I still remember my maths teacher telling us how to remember how to figure out the circumference of a circle, and it was to imagine a group of Boy Scouts sat round a campfire in a circle singing, "2 pi r, my lord, 2 pi r," and it worked because I still remember it now. If you're about to do your maths GCSE, you're welcome. School can sometimes make it feel like there's a right way to revise. Like if you're not quietly sitting at a desk with neat notes, that you must not be trying hard enough. And that can be really discouraging, especially if you're putting in effort but it just doesn't look like everyone else's. From a Christian perspective, the Bible gives us a really helpful way of thinking about this. In Psalm 139 it says, "You created my inmost being, you knit me together." That's saying that God didn't just create what we look like on the outside, He also created how we work on the inside. Our personalities, our strengths, our brains. And you see, a few verses later, it actually says, "I am fearfully and wonderfully made." That means that you weren't made by accident. The way that you think and learn isn't a mistake or something that needs fixing. It's part of how you have been designed. The Bible also mentions in 1 Corinthians 12 about how we're all different, but those differences matter. Everyone brings something unique and no one is meant to be exactly the same as anyone else. So if you're revising and thinking, why doesn't this work for me? Or why do I find this harder than other people? It might not be because you're bad at learning. It might just be because you're trying to learn in a way that doesn't fit you. Today isn't about telling you how to revise. It's about giving you permission to understand yourself a little bit better. And maybe to be a bit kinder to yourself too. Because if God really did design us on purpose, then learning differently isn't a weakness. It's part of who you are.